Just 2 years ago, Celeste Dybeck is an elder with the tribe and spoke to Ron Allen about helping identify the important historic and cultural places in Port Townsend to provide the background on the history of this place.
The trail project was hatched by the Native Connection Action Group, which is a committee at the Quimper Unitarian University.
First step was to go to Jamestown, Klallam tribe, and they are a partnership in this endeavor, and seek their help. And Ron very graciously funded the majority of the trail. They authenticated all stories. They pinpointed all the historical spots in Port Townsend. Then I went to all the different sites, 18, and we had a city park, a county park, a state park, a private building, a federal building, port property. So I had to ask everybody's permission to put a sign on their property.
A special one in every site is a special site, as you can see, in terms of the history that we identified, why it was important. Educating our communities who need to have a better understanding of the history and culture of the Klallam people in this territory. It's a common agenda across Indian country to have the non-Indian communities have a better understanding of the indigenous people and their way of life and where they resided and the things they did. So on this event, the 3 Klallam tribes who reside in this territory came together with regard to this interpretive trail because this was an original village of one of our key families.
And I always say that it started with Chief Chetzemoka. He was the first one that engaged with the non-native settlers in the area. He was the one that spurred on that partnership of surviving together. The only way that we can survive is if we're actually doing things together rather than as enemies. This is very important. We don't want to lose our history, and our young people need to know that history. Unfortunately, this local area, it's not taught very well in the local schools, but as we walk around, we know the land that we're walking on, we know who was here, and we know how we got to where we are today.
I was approached about 18 months ago to start working on some concepts for the trail signs, and it was at that point I started coming up with little drafts and concepts on how to get these signs produced. That one image that everyone's going to see, and that was the salmon. The salmoning I thought would be just a great little iconic little image, and that as they walk down the trail to the next one, then they'll see the salmon. 3 different hikes. There'll be a 3-mile hike, a 6-mile hike, and a 12-mile hike. So there's going to be some folks that are going to be in shape that could probably do the whole 12 miles on foot. Some folks are going to want to, take the drive or ride the bicycle. And we have, I think, a total of 7 right here in downtown Port Townsend.
When I'm walking that trail, I want to imagine in my mind's eye what it was like when they were first here. I want to know, what did this land look like? Was it full of flowers? Was it full of people? Was it full of our village sites, our houses here? I want to know exactly what was going on back in the days when Chetzemoka was still alive.
This trail displays of history that we can display throughout the town, helps them understand who we are. And so for us as Jamestown, we're just proud to be able to make a significant contribution.